Hi everybody, how's it going? So today I'm going to do an unboxing installation review of this Chamberlain CWA 2000 wireless motion alert system. I'm going to use this system for a perimeter protection alert system around my home. I live in Southern California suburbs, and having some type of system to give me a bit of perimeter protection is kind of a must. This high densely populated area. So just giving me a few seconds or minutes of notice will be a big help if I have to, if I got a prowler or have some type of intruder or something going around, especially any type of situation where shit hits a fan. Having any kind of alert system that'll give you a heads up is really something you need. So, this product, along with my motion sensor lighting on the sides of my house, will give me, the notice I need, a bit of an advantage to help protect my family. So, so let's get into the product itself. So, I purchased this starter kit, and this starter kit includes a base unit and one remote transmitter. I also purchased 3 more of these companion sensor units because the base station can handle up to 4. So again, starter unit has the base unit and one remote control transmitter, and then individually, you can purchase these add-ons for a total of 4. I think this starter unit was, say, with both, was probably in the $50-$55 range, and then each of the add-on 3 transmitters was in the $30 range. So I think it probably into this thing roughly for about $150. Not a huge investment, and I did read through kind of mixed reviews on how it's operating, so I thought it was worth the risk for $150 to see how it would work. So so let's take a look at this thing real quick. I've already put the batteries in this unit, so just want to let you know that I have had it open before. Did put the backup batteries in here, so those are already installed. So this is a base unit. So the transmit system, let me pull it out of here, remote transmitter. Let's see what's in here first of all. So remote PIR transmitter, comes with the mounting bracket and a sun shield, the power supply, and a little hardware kit. So let's get rid of that. Also comes with a warranty card, registration card, as well as a pretty meager set of instructions how to program the thing and operations. So set those aside right now. So the transmit unit, which we have here, PIR unit and a little antenna. So this transmit unit operates in the 900 megahertz frequency range, which is an unlicensed ISM band. So the literature states on the box that it can operate up to, say, a half a mile, which it's probably achievable. Knowing this this lower frequency in this band, it's probably is achievable to reach up to a half a mile. My application is, it's probably the maximum I'm going to need is probably 50-60 feet, going through stucco walls and windows and all that. So you shouldn't have any problem reporting back to the base unit. So this take a real quick look. So this base unit, compact base unit, it's pretty small. Has an integrated antenna. It's got up and down volume controls on here, and got an on-off switch. On the back side here, it has a little learning button for programming, as well as a jack for the wall wart DC power supply. And the power supply that comes with it, again, it's just a wall wart power supply, which is 120 volts to 9 volts. Power supply. So the backup battery that are in here, there's, by removing this back, there's 4 AA batteries. So the 4 AA batteries, it says that it will keep the unit working for about a week if there's no shore power. And it also says that it'll give off a beep every 30 seconds if the batteries are starting to wear down. After that week, it'll give you a beep every 30 seconds to let you know they're wearing down. So good for a battery backup in case you lose power, to keep the programming in place if the batteries are low. So the remote PIR unit right here. So let me just check this real quick so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so remote PIR transmitter sensor unit. As I said, this operates in the 900 megahertz spectrum, similar to, say, some of the old cordless phones. Sometimes those operate in 2.4 and 5.8 gig now, but some of the old cordless phones were in 900 megahertz. Baby monitors. It employs some of the same type of smart frequency hopping and switching to try to mitigate some interference. So how does the sensor pick up the motion and send out an alert? So again, this is a PIR, or passive infrared sensor unit. Same type of sensor unit that are in home alarms. So PIR, it's an electronic sensor that measures the infrared light radiating from objects in its field of view. So most often they're, PIR based is used for motion detectors. So here's how it works. So, all the objects, me, dogs, cats, everything else, they have a temperature above absolute zero, emit a heat signature or heat energy in the form of radiation. Usually this radiation isn't visible to the human eye because it radiates at infrared wavelengths, but it can be detected by an electronic device used for such a purpose. So the term passive in this instance refers to the fact that the PIR device, it doesn't generate any or radiate anything out of here for detection purposes. It works entirely by detecting the energy given off by other objects. So, again, the PIR sensor doesn't detect or measure heat. Instead, it detects infrared radiation emitted or reflected from an object. So, if you have this in an area and small animals come by or things like that give off a heat signature, a car, hopefully, then it'll pick that up. So, again, this also has 4 batteries, 4 AA batteries in here. Let's see. If I power the unit up, and let's try to power it up and pair it, with the unit that I have here. So let's start by doing that. So we'll take these 4 batteries. And again, I've already paired up 3 other units. So this one should pair up as the 4th unit. So it should give off 4 beeps. So I'll get into that in a second. So powered up. I can see that the emitter is going. So what you do is there's a learning switch in this as well. There's a smart learning switch in here, button, as well as a switch to set range and sensitivity. So we turn this remote unit on and it powers up. Once we press the button here, it says it gives you 60 seconds to pair it with the device. So hit the button here, and the emitter comes on. Go to the learn button on the back. So that's the 4 beeps. So this is the 4th unit on here. So it did correct. So the camera's giving off a heat signature, and it's actually picking up, you know, the camera here. So we'll turn it away for a second. See what if it doesn't pick anything up. Okay, so it is stopped. It is ready to pick up another signal. So anyway, let's try it here real quick. Yep. Okay. So with this system, it can be a bit confusing knowing what remote unit is being alerted, because each report in with a series of beeps, which you'll see better in a bit when I show you outside in my installation. So with that being said, you know, the 4th unit did report in with 4 beeps. Again, unit number 1 will have 1 single tone with a bit of a separation. They pass by the 2nd PIR, it's 2 beeps, and so on, 3rd and 4th. So there is a bit of a pause in there, but I guess it'll take a bit of getting used to where you may get confused, but at least alerting me and letting me know there's some activity around the perimeter of my house is going to be helpful. So now there's also, like I said, there's a set of internal switches in here. Well, let's show you this for a second. This is to turn the volume down or off, and once it's off, the light will flash. So you can have it quiet, and it'll strobe 4 times showing which one it is. And again, you can power the unit off right here. Power the unit off as well. So anyway, back to this transmitter unit. There are 2 little switches right here. The switches, the first switch, it's either set up for 15 or 30 foot detection range. Off is 15 feet, on is 30 feet. The second switch is sensitivity. Low sensitivity is off, and high sensitivity is on. I played around with these a bit, and for my application, 15 foot range and high sensitivity seems to work best. So you did see in here this the light that's in here, the emitter. I did inquire as to turning it off, because if you see it when you're outside, you know, someone will know the sensor's there if they happen to look at it. But no, that's actually the PIR emitter, so you know that cannot be defeated. It also comes with this hardware kit and a swivel mount. So you put the battery pack in here with the batteries, you know, basically away from the unit. The tiny little wire antenna here sits right here and pops out the side. Screw this back down with the supplied screws that are in there. The hardware kit basically attaches the swivel bracket on the back of here, and it only swivels so far. So if you need to, and you need more down tilt on this, you're going to have to, you know, do a mechanical down tilt, because this mechanical swivel down tilt only provides so much. And then once this is installed on there, this little rain or slash heat shield clips right on the back right here. You know, this doesn't look to be too weatherproof, so you know that's the reason for having that. And then one thing I've seen in other reviews, this happens to be that, you know, some spider webs or things can get in here, snow build up, so you got to make sure you keep this thing clear, you know, all the time. So that's really about it for the equipment side. So I'll put this all away, assemble this one, and then we'll take a look at how I have some of these installed around my house. Okay, one of the few rainy days here in Southern California, so I want to show you a sensor placement. This is the first sensor. It's right above the wall here as you walk into my courtyard, so it'll be above your head and behind you when you walk in here. I have the base unit out here working without power. It's just on the battery right now. And then here's my front door. So as you come through here into the field of view of the sensor, you can hear it go off right there. I'm going to pick the sensor up here. Turn it up a little bit. So there's the sensor. Let it reset itself. So again, it's not instantaneous, but it ends up working out pretty well. So that's the first, and again, that's the one that will sound with one beep. Okay, so as you walk through my courtyard down towards the on the left side of my house, coming in this way, you'll encounter the second sensor, which is right here. I have it mounted on the corner of the window. That's the first sensor picking us up over here. So this is the second sensor. So if you're coming down here, you'll encounter the second sensor. And that, of course, gives you the two beeps, two tones to let you know it's in this zone. Okay, and as you pass on the left side of my house into my backyard, up above my my back door here, you'd encounter the third sensor. So the third sensor is going to protect the back area of my house. So the fourth sensor, the final one, is on the right side of my house. So as you come around the corner here, you'll encounter it. I have the range limited, so it doesn't pick up anybody passing by, but as you come around the corner here, you'll encounter the fourth one. So that's all four sensors. Okay, so that's it for the Chamberlain wireless motion alert model CWA 2000. The main base unit and the primary sensor, as well as the three additional sensors. So again, is it perfect? No. It reports in greater than about 80% of the time. Have been able to fool it now and then, so it's not perfect, but for $450 or so, I think it's decent value. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you another video again real soon. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day.